Hi guys, German Prepper here. I have an update from the war in Europe's east for you. It is concerning as it raises a very serious question that I will come to later on. Firstly, Ukraine has been making some advances in recapturing territory in the Kharkiv region over the last few days and generally holding ground across the entire eastern war front. About 20 settlements, including one city, have exchanged hands. The British Ministry of Defence has released this statement. In the face of Ukrainian advances, Russia has likely ordered the withdrawal of its troops from the entirety of occupied Kharkiv Oblast, west of the Oskil River. Isolated pockets of resistance remain in this sector, but since Wednesday, Ukraine has recaptured territory at least twice the size of Greater London. In the south, near Kherson, Russia is likely struggling to bring significant reserves forward across the Dnipro River to the front line. An improvised floating bridge Russia started over 2 weeks ago remains incomplete. Ukrainian long-range artillery is now probably hitting crossings of the Dnipro so frequently that Russia cannot carry out repairs to damaged road bridges. The rapid Ukrainian successes have significant implications for Russia's overall operational design. The majority of the force in Ukraine is highly likely being forced to prioritize emergency defensive actions. The already limited trust deployed troops have in Russia's senior military leadership is likely to deteriorate further. Now guys, rather than the ebb and flow of war, this is being heralded in the West as the beginning of a glorious fight back by the Ukrainians, who will, according to politicians and media, liberate all their former territory currently under Russian control. The talk now is all about a complete Ukrainian victory as the only acceptable outcome. There will be no peace talks. Now, I don't want to lessen this Ukrainian achievement. They are fighting back and in this current phase achieving some impressive victories. What I do need to point out though, guys, is that they are not winning the war just yet. Still, our politicians here in Germany are also all for NATO going all in and pushing forward the Ukrainian advances. Michael Roth, the head of the Foreign Affairs Committee from Chancellor Olaf Scholz's Social Democrats SPD, has made this statement. In this new phase of the war, Ukraine needs weapons that will enable it to liberate territories occupied by Russia and keep them permanently under its control. The West in particular, the US, Germany, France and Poland, should quickly coordinate closely here and adapt its deliveries to the new situation. Ukraine can win this war and do so as a free, democratic country while preserving its territorial integrity. Marie-Agnes Strack-Zimmermann, the head of the Defense Committee from the business-focused Free Democrats, FDP, has made a similar statement. Germany must immediately play its part in Ukraine's successes and supply protected vehicles, the Marder infantry fighting vehicle and the Leopard 2 main battle tank. Well guys, whichever side of the conflict you favour, or if like me you have reservations about supporting either side, this Ukrainian advance and the subsequent calls for winning the war in the West raises that serious question I hinted at. How can Ukraine win when we consider that Russia has vast military resources it has not yet applied to the conflict? It has tactical nuclear weapons, and Russia's union state partner, Belarus, is just waiting on the sidelines with a huge army of its own to Ukraine's north. As always, looking forward to reading your answers. Keep prepping, guys. Cheers for now.